Alright, welcome to my week 3 video. We're going to break down another question about Stanley's Parable, and after that I will tell you about what kind of video game I would create if I were to make one myself. So let's start out with the Stanley's Parable again. I went back and replayed it this week, and I really thought about the goals of Stanley's Parable, and I've changed my mind from week 2. I now think that the goal of Stanley's Parable is really to understand the game and to understand what the producers and the video game designers are trying to say with this game. And let me explain this a little bit. I think that they are making a message about the way normal video games are played with the Stanley's Parable. A lot of video games say that they give you choices, they say that there are many different options, yet there's only really one path that everyone ends up taking. In the Stanley's Parable, it's not actually like that, and it's probably the only game I've ever played where your choices do have an impact. Your choices in the game are actually what determine what outcome you get. So, in a way, this is one of the only games that I've ever played where you actually do have control over your character's destiny. Like I said, a lot of games, they'll send you on a narrative, and you'll think that you'll be able to make your choices, but really they all end up going to the same place. They're actually fake choices. They really, that just lead you back to the same place. So I really thought about goals this week. I looked it up in Webster's, and goals are defined as something you're trying to do or something you are trying to achieve. And I really do. I think you are trying to achieve understanding of this game. So I think that is the ultimate goal, and I do consider it a game. You can go back and look at my week 2 video if you want to see more of a breakdown of the 4 aspects of why I think it's a game. Alright, and so here's my part 2. If I were to create my own video game, I've always really liked the system behind Geometry Wars. I don't know if any of you have played this game before. I'll put a video up down here so you guys can see a little example. It's a fun, kind of arcade-like space shooter game set in 2D, and it's always been set within this box. The constraints are there to kind of make things more difficult for you to navigate around. I would like to make a game like this, but take off the constraints and make it more of like a single-player game where you have missions and more customization of your ship, and maybe even like a skill tree or something like that. So yeah, and I actually don't think that this would be outside the realm of possibility of something that I could actually create. If I had some work and a team, we could actually make something like this. So I'll post a video. And yeah, if you haven't seen it before, check it out, Geometry Wars.